Not able to hear him. Alrighty, it's officially 1:39 p.m. I woke up 11 something, so I was like, thank goodness. Cause my timer was going off because usually I work this day, but thank goodness I don't have to necessarily. I get to officially watch a live event. But if it's like those same days where I have to work and the next live event occurs, which possibly not next season, possibly the season after, I'm pretty sure that's what they typically do, or who knows. It's gonna take a while for me to process in terms of that shit. Like Fortnite, but if they typically do that shit, then like, then I wouldn't necessarily have to worry about it like later on this month. Or no, when the season ends, like the next season ends, like season 4 of Chapter 6, and then season 5, I'm possibly gonna buy OG Fortnite. I'm gonna have to possibly check the battle pass. And whoever gets the battle pass doesn't necessarily matter. Why exactly would you choose the battle pass over OG pass, or choose OG pass over battle pass? I go in terms of how great they create it, not out of greed, but out of being humble, not moving on to something else overall in terms of how the battle pass is. So not being arrogant, being hardworking, not necessarily being lazy, like how hard they put in the work for both of them. Like if both of them are great, I'll buy both. Like how this season is great and OG Fortnite, but I don't necessarily want to because I want to just save my V-Bucks for the OG pass or the battle pass. But hopefully the OG pass, because I want to consider getting, I want to have something OG, despite it being like a bit like different in the styles. And greedy, like don't be constantly saving the money. Use all that money, real shit, Epic Games. And obviously YouTube's gonna keep it private of what I specifically mentioned about Epic Games and just overall of what I mentioned. Not about that though, because they definitely gotta be humble, meaning not necessarily moving on to the next idea, like doing everything simultaneously, not moving on to the next idea, like continuing the story and doing whatever, like collabing the storyline overall. You know what I mean? Like simultaneously, be simultaneous, Epic Games. If you're watching this, be sure to be simultaneous and not a sloth. Be hardworking. I want to see more hardworking. Come on, because I'm gonna watch this live event and I'm gonna give my factual opinion, like give it something that's a fact, that is something that's true about this. Because most people are like, oh, it's just your opinion, your preference. Because whenever I'm like, oh, it could be your opinion, that's their opinion, which I figure that's that person's false opinion in terms of that individual. But if it's like facts, then I figured my mic was so static because I was actually recording last night. Which before I get into that shit, um, I was wondering if someone's watching my live. No, it's because I joined my own live. But anyway, so yeah, be hardworking. I'm gonna give my factual opinion, but I'm saying like opinion overall. If that person or individual false opinions, or excuse me, opinion is false, like AZ for example. But certain one of them could just be because I feel like as according to certain biblical series, we're not meant to have opinions. We're meant to have factual opinions, like prove something as a fact. And I feel like we should just have facts of the truth. Opinions, I feel like, is just you're making judgment. Like when I was live yesterday, remember when I had to give like what they would refer to as your feedback or opinion? Well, feedback means something great out of it. But I mentioned that a factual opinion, like I can prove it as a fact that the sprinting needs to have infinite. It's a fact. Come on, you gotta prove it as a fact because you need infinite sprinting. Like that's a fact, you know. An opinion would possibly be like something else. But no, I don't use opinions. When I mean by factual opinion, it means like a judgment, but it's like a fact you can prove. Just like as according to certain biblical series, like it's a fact, it's a truth. Obviously. Because God of my Jesus Christ never gives opinions. He gives facts, he gives truths. Which, once you watch my upload, there is like something I have to mention because apparently I had to deal with a false preacher. Yeah, he was falsely preaching. And it's actually not my homie's brother. It was actually just some guy that wants to become a friend on Snapchat. And obviously I added him back to see what he's been possibly mentioned. And apparently, like, it's bullshit. Like, why exactly is he going to falsely preach? And I read every Bible verse, and apparently what he mentioned is false compared to what I read on Google. And people could be like, well, Google is fake. Everything Google is meant is fake. Certain one of them are fake. Like, certain aspects on Google is fake. Like, it's actually not necessarily fake on, well, Google. So I read all the verse, and apparently it's true compared to what he mentioned. So Matthew read something rewritten, and it seems like he's acting like a Muslim, because when he mentions pork, bacon, and ham, we're allowed to eat it. Like, all meat is applied to us. But what's unclean is eating insects. I would not want to see people eat that shit. I watch on YouTube and I'm like, what the fuck? You're eating a spider? Like, bro, actually, we need those creatures. Eating a bee? Never eat the bee, eat the honey. That's actually the whole point why they pollinate. I'm pretty sure they're doing it for the humans, not out of slavery. Actually, for themselves and humans. So they're doing it together. Because what would be arrogant is like if the robot take care, like if a robot took care. My fucking goodness, I hate the verbal typos or verbal. You know what I'm specifically referring to. It's gonna take a while for me to process. But no, if a robot or robot slash AI were to take over the business, I don't mean it like that. I mean like simultaneous. Just like how robots slash AIs are gonna work with us simultaneously within a business. Like Epic Games, I'm gonna hire robots. I'm gonna create robots, and then they'll be part of it. Would I pay them money? Well, the robots. But if they showed, I mean, they're AIs, but I can see AIs having money to be like, well, no, because they can't act like humans. If they're when they're helping with work is for those who have fatigue. Or who knows? It's gonna take a while for me to process. Like, if imagine an AI having a bank account, and they figure out a way to hack to get that much money, plenty of money. Well, actually, if you give them the ability to, I feel like it's the human fault because it's their sin to give the AI that ability. So be aware, you all, or excuse me, chat. I caught myself. I figured I have to mention chat, and it took a while for me to process because it wasn't necessarily a mistake. It just took a while for me to process where I have to mention chat, not you all. You all is on my uploads, chat's on my live streams. Because, like I mentioned, I'm without sins, without mistakes, and very righteous in terms of me being a virtue. You know what I mean? Hold, I gotta read something. Oh, my homie sent me something about the internship. Is that Rachel? If I hear the voice, then. Yeah, Hydra's muted. I'm pretty sure he's talking to someone on Discord. Well, you don't have to necessarily be muted, but okay. It's all good. Oh my gosh. I have to deal with someone's beef on Snapchat. But anyway, yeah, so that person overall, yeah, he was falsely preaching. I read every Bible verse. It's facts. But anyway, yeah, if, like, a bee, I feel like a bee, nobody wants to eat a bee, though. Oh my gosh. Not because of the taste. They're gonna love the taste. But overall, it's gonna feel crunchy, so don't eat a bee. Eat the honey. They're providing it for themselves and humans. Well, obviously, because they have no sins. They are righteous. They're all virtues. I feel like all creatures but humans are virtues. Well, depending on the human, because I'm a virtue, but it's very rare to witness someone who's a virtue. So it's just like you met someone of a rare out of a rarity. It's not rare genetics. Absolutely not. It's a gift of knowledge from God and my Jesus Christ. Because I'm without sins, without mistakes, and very righteous in terms of me being a virtue. If it may seem like I'm sinning, or seems like I'm making a mistake, or seems like I'm not necessarily righteous, or seems like I'm not actually a virtue, well, it may seem like it's like an illusion that you're witnessing, or it just seems like it. Like, like sin-like, mistake-like, righteous-like, or depending on how righteous you think I am, and moral character-like, like virtue-like. But I actually am without sins, without mistakes, and very righteous in terms of me being a virtue. You know what I mean? And very righteous in terms of me being a virtue. You know what I mean? Like, for real. But yeah, I gotta edit my video. I really should have to. One upload, and apparently I've recorded for that long, like over 60 minutes. Well, it's not 61, but it's like 60 minutes, and it's like, you've passed 10 seconds, so I have to cut the trim, and I gotta ask Joker, because it's gonna take a while for me to process on how can I possibly do that. You know? What's this exactly? Her Gucci account? Gucci? Ah, Wibs. No offense, but real shit. Obviously, YouTube's gonna keep it private of what I supposed to mention about him overall. And if he joins a live event, just enjoy the live event. No controversies, like negative controversies. My controversies is righteous, and I'm not being arrogant. I'm being humble about it. In terms of like what I explain, like everything I explain is a fact, not an opinion. Because when I was like, oh, we need infinite sprinting. Like when you sprint, it won't have that limit. It's not actually an opinion. It's actually a fact. Because it's like a fact that people would want that shit. I mean? But I'm quite curious why he's not talking. I'm pretty sure he's in a Discord call. Because once he unmute himself, you're gonna hear him talking. I'm sure you may notice this when I stream. I'm pretty sure. Because I don't upload Fortnite. I would never upload Fortnite unless I save the world. But I stream that as well, so I don't. That's they want to record that shit. Because plus, you're playing with other individuals. I mean, I possibly could, but I've already started before, so there's no point of recording it. Which, for real though, you know. Or I can mention like a righteous opinion if it's not proof as a fact. But if you think that it's a factual opinion, then you know. Oh, they're calling on Discord. Shit. Wibs, treat me with respect, bro. Regardless of the past of the YouTube device or overall. You know what I mean? Yeah, it was good.
What's up, Mike?
Mike.
Wait, I didn't know.
Oh no.
Mike, hey Mike, I was about to tell. Okay, Mike,
Yeah, it was good.
Mike, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
No, that's why I invited you to Discord. I thought to that's yeah.
Nah, it's all good, bro.
Tell you first. All right, let's talk on Discord.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, I'll see you there.
Yeah, I figured he was at Discord. Sometimes he would talk to them while he unmute himself, or sometimes he would just add me to a call, and then he would unmute himself saying, hey, I'm in a call. Oh, Cinco's unmuted in the call because I don't want them to hear that shit. Because YouTube's gonna keep it private what's supposed to be mentioned overall, you know what I mean?
Unmute yourself.
Alright, bro.
Alright, you ready? Oh wait, Rachel, join the party. Why'd you leave?
Bestie, I don't feel like playing Fortnite, Bestie. I just hopped on to see the event. That's something I did.
I mean, we gotta wait.
The event's in about
32 minutes.
like a couple 30 minutes?
32 minutes. Like 32 minutes and 35 seconds.
32 minutes. Yeah.
Alright, hold on. Let's just play zero build for now, and then...
What? You need to go?
I need to put this into
No, he's trying to yeah, he's trying to put his Discord on his PlayStation, right?
To put Discord on what?
Give me a minute. Wait, give me a minute. Let's play without me.
no, I know that.
Mike, I guess we're doing duos because Rachel left.
No, she's coming back. She used to give her a minute.
Oh no, I'm saying I'm telling Mike we can start the match first.
Alright.
Okay. Wait. Cells wants to play with you guys.
Marcellus?
Yeah, he's talking the whole time.
Yeah,
I couldn't hear him.
I hear you, didn't we?
Okay, alright, join us. Mwibs.
do you want to just enter the match order?
Yes. We'll wait for Marcellus. Yeah,
Alright.
Literally logging in right now. I'm seeing all the beautiful faces and then the Fortnite logo.
I'm beautiful? Oh, thank you. That's so kind of you.
Yeah, appreciate it for calling us beautiful, man.
I don't see Midas or the like.
What do you mean Midas?
You're Midas, so I don't see Midas character on here, and so therefore you're not a beautiful person.
Wow. Do I need to wear Midas to be a beautiful person?
Wow.
You also need to invite me to your party to be a real person.
I just
Alright, bro.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I do want to watch the live event by being on the call. That's what I'm saying. That's
Okay.
the reason why I made the group.
I see. I mean, you made the group even before the live event.
I know. That's why I added to this group, and we all could communicate better.
Okay. Wow. That's why I added Mike in here too.
What? Fuck you guys.
Wow. That's mean. Meanie. Why does the party keep failing?
I don't know. Players ready up?
It says 2 out of 3 players have to ready up.
Yeah, it's ready up.
Okay, hold on. Yeah, I readied up.
Finding server.
Wow. I don't really care. Or crown 130.
Yeah. Do you like it?
I guess it's cool.
Did you like it though?
I said I guess because
Yeah.
I mean because crown win is no longer matter anymore. I mean it matters during chapter 3, but now it's like meh. You know.
He's calling it BS.
No, I'm not calling him BS.
Fuck you. Fuck you. No. Fuck you.
F you too. Fuck you too. No, I mean no. Don't act like one. No. Don't act like. Oh no. I'm not answering it.
Yo, what's he saying?
So the answer is everywhere. Okay.
No. We're waiting for you, Mike.
No, we're not.
Yeah, I've been ready up, bro.
On my screen, Mike's not ready.
My thing it says finding server.
Oh. I mean, it's finding a server, but I don't see Mike's ready yet, but I guess they're really confused, but okay. Is there no server around here? What level are you, Marcellus?
I'm level, oh yeah, I can look at the
It's on your left-hand corner, or right-hand corner.
right corner. I'm on level 305.
Bro, I'm almost 200, and you're like 100 above me.
Yeah, I grind. Okay.
Wow. I grind too. You're not the only one.
We all grind.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
I just grind harder.
Me and Mike been grinding a lot, so can't say we don't grind a lot.
I'm sure.
But the playlist hasn't come out yet, right?
What playlist?
Wait, what? Mike, you cut out.
You said playlist haven't came out or whatever.
Oh. Did you hear what Mike said, Marcellus?
No, I heard that.
Same. Mike, can you repeat it?
No, you were saying something about a playlist.
Mike, you're cutting out. You're cutting out.
Stop having a stroke, bro. Stop stroking out, bro. Come on.
Mike, you're cutting out.
No, I was saying.
No offense, Mike. We're not trying to make fun of you.
No, yeah, I know.
Your audio's bad.
We're teasing you.
What?
We're teasing you.
I know what Marcellus said, but Mike, what do you say?
No, I said that you were saying something about a playlist.
I can't hear Mike. Mike, I can't hear you. Mike,
Yo.
can you hear Mike or no?
No, I cannot.
Okay.
Mike, I just heard you cough just now. Are you good? Hello?
Should we use
Mikey!
I don't know. If Discord doesn't work for him, then we
Yo.
Okay.
Heard you just now.
Okay.
Why is it taking so long for the server to be filled? What?
Can we just cancel it and then?
Yeah.
Hey, Mike.
Yo.
Cancel the matchmaking.
Oh, I just did.
Okay. Can you cancel yours, Marcellus?
Yeah, but I did. Okay.
Mike, ready up first? Mike, hello?
Yo, what's good?
I can't. No, I said, can you ready up first?
No, yeah, I just did.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't always show if it's spoiler.
Oh yeah, that's weird. Bro, I feel like everyone playing right now. That's why it's taking longer.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah, for some reason it's not showing up for my screen.
What's that?
You're already up.
May have a glitch then. But yeah, I figured they were teasing. I just didn't necessarily like it.
Is Mike cutting out for you?
And
Yes, I can barely hear him sometimes. Like he's like going in and out.
yeah, see, they're teasing. Watch, they're
Mike,
very
hello?
stupid. like, bro, and I heard what he was mentioning. He was like mentioning about playlists and like acting like nothing happened. Like, bro, like, obviously I know it's a joke. I know that when someone's teasing. Yeah, I mean, but anyway. And they're saying I'm cutting out and I'm like muted. Like the fuck, I'm muted on Discord. Bruh, like you don't have to.
No. I did part of it, but not a lot.
Hold on, pictures.
There's only 4 days left, and I have I'm on the last quest for the last two that I need.
Oh.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be able to enjoy that 60% off.
60% off?
Yeah. Right now, some
After the live, I'm just gonna hop off. Like I'm not gonna even play because of this bullshit. Because whenever, no offense, whenever you play with someone,
percentage on the gold for like the
overall it's like he acts like some type of sinister person, despite him not being a sinner. Like really, like I don't act like that, like in front of other individuals. I mean, I used to, but back then it took me a very long while for me to process compared to today, where it takes quite a while for me to process. You know what I mean? Which that, like when it takes quite a while for me to process, it's actually specifically associated with my rare specific type of mental trauma, which is very temporarily and overall very decreased, like very decreased overall. You know what I mean? And I don't necessarily have any mental disabilities, obviously, but a rare specific type of mental trauma, which is very temporarily and overall very decreased. Like very decreased overall, you know what I mean? So real shit. And overall, okay, about my upload, I was gonna mention about my upload. So yeah, it was very like a long ass upload. So I gotta see what I can edit, but I'm gonna possibly upload one video today and some of it today. I gotta see. Enjoy the one I'm gonna post today, and I'm gonna edit plenty tomorrow. And if not, 2 more weeks is when you'll witness it. I'm gonna mention the joke, and if he doesn't necessarily, and if he said it's all good, man, you're being very consistent. But then as I upload those Uncharted 4 video, I'm gonna be very consistent with the majority of it.
Yeah. That's the Eastern time zone.
No. Eastern time zone is. Wait. No. EDT is not.
Oh,
EST is not the same as EDT.
oh yeah, my bad. Probably EDT's European time zone?
Yeah. It's 2:04 right now. What time did they say it was?
But overall,
2:30.
like
Okay. Well,
that's why I don't know fans. That's why I know fans don't play with, you know.
right now, so I think we still have like a couple hours.
Oh, because our time is 11:04.
Yeah, that's why I don't necessarily play with, you know who.
Yeah.
Real shit.
And also,
And I don't necessarily care who have the highest level. Like there is such thing of karma if you like want to brag about it. I'm just saying overall. But anyway, obviously you just keep it private. What I specifically mentioned, I want you all to know, like all my fans, all my lovely fans, you know, my subs. Anyway, when I mute myself on Discord. So without further ado, let's get straight to the shit.
Mike's muted.
And yeah, it was good. I was doing something.
No, I was saying, can you promote Marcellus?
Yeah, sure thing.
I'll give it back to you. Just wanna make
No, it's all good. It's all good, man. Alright, bro. Here you go.
Let's just do the live event then, because we can't really go into a match.
Well, what I'm saying is the live event's not until 2:30.
Like my time.
Like, no, 2:30 EDT, I believe.
ET, I think.
Oh, wait a minute.
EST, like Eastern.
You're not eating. EST.
Yeah, and then for you would possibly be like 11:30.
Yeah, 11:30. Yeah.
For me, it is currently 11:06. Yep.
Yeah. So pretty much our time is 11:30.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know what skin should I wear for a live event.
I'll possibly see what I could possibly wear.
Fortnite, the unofficial Fortnite account. Oh, you can now wait for the event. Wait, it said you can now wait for the event.
Yeah. So that's all I was saying. Like, let's just go straight to the event.
Yeah, might as well.
Where is it?
I don't know. It should be a separate playlist. I'm trying to think what skin.
Okay, hold up. Let me just.
Oh, by the way, I got this new skin. Probably gonna wear this during the live event.
Nice. I got the human torch.
Human torch. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I really like the. It comes with pickaxe and an emote. That's why it costs 1,600.
It says that the Fortnite event is within the OG Fortnite mode.
Really?
Yeah.
It's so weird. Are you sure?
Yes. At least from what I'm looking at online, it says.
I'm looking for what skin I could possibly wear.
Okay, I'm gonna wear Mr. Fantastic. I feel like it fits well with the superhero theme.
Actually, I'm gonna possibly wear Superman, but take the back bling off.
Oh, you're gonna wear the Human Torch? Nice.
Oh, okay.
What?
What? They said that apparently, so it says that a reliable leaker said that the live event will not have a playlist, and
really?
that the half an hour thing, like the 11:30 is just when it opens.
Oh.
Yeah, and also I think. Oh, hey, finally.
Are you sure it's in OG?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's at least like what I saw through the AI thing.
I'm checking on Twitter too.
Yep. Yeah, I saw it, like somebody posted a video on it when I searched it up.
Okay.
Not on Twitter, but like
Yeah, chat. As I was mentioning, and I'm gonna mute myself on Discord because if I'm muting myself on Fortnite while I'm interacting with you all, like my mic is not muted, but I'm interacting with you all while despite it being muted on Fortnite, and I'm gonna mute myself on Discord because the way he interacts with other individuals, like AZ overall.
On Twitter,
Hold up, okay, hear this.
on the main
Main
VR app.
VR, okay. Main VR, excuse me. It's gonna take a while for me to pop up. Turn up that shit. But overall, the way he interacts with someone is like, he acts like that person's individually like that individual is mentally mature compared to me. Like, nah, we don't compare people with mental maturity like that. Real shit. Ya know what I mean? Considering the fact that I have exactly 500 IQ, knows exactly everything, and it's equal to exactly infinite IQ, and I'm not necessarily bragging about it. I'm being for real, like real shit, like honest. And I've been mentioning this since last year, not when I first started this channel, but last year of 2024. So I ain't bragging. I'm being humble and being honest, like a humble, honest man. Man meaning mentally mature boy, obviously, or mentally mature man, which means mature man. Man, mature, mature. But instead of using mature, mature, or man, it's mature man, like mentally mature man. Overall, ya know what I mean? Or mentally mature boy. Or mentally mature boy, like overall, ya know what I mean? But I'm just saying overall, like, don't, if you're interacting with people like that, don't necessarily be like that. Ya know what I mean? Like, real shit. Like, I get pissed when people are like that. Like, for real. Oh, see, the graphics of the mini look quite different. But the animation is quite different. Ya know what I mean? Oh yeah, you know how I used to remain silent on my live streams? Like, you know how back then, compared to today, you know, it's quite different, so. Compared to how my rare specific type of mental trauma, which is very, very, very temporary and overall very increased, like, very increased overall. But, compared to today, it's, you know, my rare specific type of mental trauma, which is very, very, very temporarily, which is overall very increased, like, very, excuse me, very decreased, like, very decreased overall, you know what I mean? Excuse me, I meant to mention that my rare specific, like compared to today, my rare specific type of mental trauma, which is very, very, very temporarily and overall very decreased, like very decreased overall. Yeah, you know what I mean? That's what I'm referring to. But overall, I have my right to remain silent, not in terms of like the law like that, like if you get arrested. I'm not referring to that. I'm saying like I don't have my rights to mention about like shit like that overall because real shit. I can necessarily do with shit like that. My homie's calling me, but I have to consider doing this call like after the live event. I don't necessarily have much materials or mats. Shit. Yeah, I'll be thinking it. Yeah! Give me a minute, I'm currently in a match. See, I knew what the tactical SMG is. Come on, bro. We don't play like that. Come on. If I lie about what season I started and you act like you're better because you started that season, ooh, that's how we play. Like my homie Kirby, and obviously just keep it private. I was gonna mention that, but obviously don't keep it private. But I don't necessarily mention it, but I typically repeat it just in case. But overall, like he was like having those mood swings. Shit, I was on a speaker. You could have heard all that. I could have heard all that. It's all good though. Like real shit. But after this live, I'm possibly gonna just listen to music or join my homie call. Might as well. And explain about you know who. I'm not gonna mention who. Just about easy overall. Obviously, you can keep it private of what I specifically mentioned. Yeah, you know what I mean? Because they really should have to. Because like, I gotta mention. I'm not gonna mention what, but you know what I'm referring to. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, whether his moral character is being a sinner, who knows? But it seems like a lowly thing fight because all of a sudden he's like, oh, I wish there's no sin in this world. Like, don't be playing like that. Just simply because I'm a Christian. And then, like, as a Christian, you're gonna, like, twist God and Jesus Christ's words at certain times. Like, while a Christian, like, bruh, I've been a Christian since day one, despite me starting it, like, last year is when I got back into it. So, overall, doesn't necessarily matter. But overall, despite that, I'm a Christian overall. I even mentioned it on my recent live streams. You know what I'm specifically referring to. Ya know what I mean? Like I'm a true Christian. You gotta be a true Christian overall. Ya know what I mean?
Should we leave?
Like, hell is real. I'm not gonna necessarily lie about that. I'm not just preaching just of popularity and fame. I'm preaching for the truth. Or preaching of the truth. Most likely. Ya know what I mean? But yeah, ya know what I mean, you all? Or chat overall?
Yeah, Mike, you hear us, right? Pretty sure. Mike, if you can hear us, just go to the lobby.
Alright, man.
Mike?
Yeah, I heard you.
Okay. So is this where the live event's gonna be? Yeah. So do we ready up as soon as you get exploring? Oh yeah. Wait, oh yeah. Yeah, let's ready up. Wait, so I'm confused. There's Zero Game, which is not live, but it says Battle Royale is live, so I don't know what that means. But we can try. Alright, Mike, once you're ready up.
I'm in.
So it's not a separate playlist, right? I don't think so, just what I read. Okay. No, I just pressed the activate super mouse powers thing. Yeah. And then it psyched me on this one, but that's... Oh, 1 hour event play? Oh, no, it said 1 hour event. I think it's inside here. Are you sure?
You think it's in Blitz?
Yeah, because play party next to a live event. Is that it? Oh no, it says it's at the main battle royale. Well, because I'm looking at this thing, it says Blitz Royale Power 1 hour event. It's probably a different one. Is this supposed to have the power hour of unlimited Kamehameha? No. That's separate. That's Dragon Ball. Oh, is it this one? Because look at the back door. No, that's the music. Oh, yeah, I'm just saying it's a Fortnite event.
It just says that.
It's the music live event. It's not the normal BR. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. No, it's okay. I understand you were confused. I think we're all confused, but you're so confused. I'm literally confused, and Mike, no.
Nah, I'm not confused. Obviously, chat. I wouldn't necessarily be confused. Hope it doesn't say heard that, because when I unmuted myself, it was mentioned I was muted, but I wasn't necessarily. So I hope not, because like the glitches, man. It's like they can fool you, but it doesn't necessarily fool me. Real shit. I'm quite curious what he's referring to by playlist, and I'm quite curious. See, I never get confused. I'm quite curious because it takes quite a while for me to process in terms of that shit. You know what I mean? Like overall. And after that, man, I'm just a bit. Hey, I'll catch y'all later. And if they talk shit, God of my Jesus Christ is the true judge until the end time in thousands of years. So I feel like he's slowly sanctified because I can notice by the moral character because people could choose to rest in peace in terms of like whatever sins they commit, and if they choose to be biologically immortal and indestructible, it seems like they show like, hey God, there's not much sins I know and there's not much sins I'm aware of, but overall I'm aware of what I am to you overall. Like, come on, God of my Jesus Christ is real. Like, being Christian is real. I figured they should consider banning atheism, Scientologism, like Scientologism, which is like a scientific religion or science religion, obviously. Satanism and the Islamic religion. I feel like Christianity is above all. Other religions, though, I don't necessarily mind it. Just those four religions I specifically mentioned. You know what I mean? Hold on, give me a minute. Alright, I'm back, chat. And yeah, I figured that he knows him in real life as well, because they're both from the same state, same city. Well, different cities, actually. But overall, don't be treating me like that simply because I'm from a different state. Like, that's bullshit. Yeah, I mean? Like, Caleb, he's from a different state, and he doesn't necessarily treat me like shit. Cause, and it has nothing to do with him being younger, because he is mentally mature, despite his mental trauma. Like, you know, and despite the age requirement laws being temporarily, you know what I mean? Like, overall. Don't necessarily mind the glider, I'm just wearing the skin for live event. Trust me, it's not like the glider's gonna be part of the live event. I mean, who knows, but it doesn't seem like it at the moment. Or, like, what's in that live event is what I'm referring to. Ooh, badass gun. But yeah, despite the age requirement laws being temporarily, like, as I mentioned overall, like, on my recent live streams and my uploads as well, like, once you witness it. But overall, I just feel like... And yeah, I go with the flow of the light of God of my Jesus Christ, divine light, in terms of being obedient towards these current laws, like some of the temporary laws, especially the age requirement laws. Despite the age requirement laws being temporarily, you know what I mean? But no, I'm just saying, like, despite Caleb being within, like, you know, temporarily, physically a kid within his mortal body, I just feel that he's mentally mature overall, despite him, you know, temporarily, physically being a kid within his mortal body. Yeah, it's unfortunately to temporarily be that, because people want to be that forever, but it's within the mortal body, so you'd understand. And to, unfortunately, you know, temporarily be an adolescent within a mortal body, or temporarily, physically being adolescent slash adult, or adolescent overall within your mortal body, overall, you know what I mean? No, what are you doing? What are you doing? No, I was quite curious if he's gonna shoot me, but... Oh, I'm lagging. Yo, what exactly happened? My thing's lagging as well. I'm shooting at players and nothing is happening. You think he's lagging, or... Yo. But overall, despite the age requirement laws being temporary, and hopefully I'm not lagging with my life, I'm gonna go check.
Wait, I got kicked out from the game. Yeah. It's a white. What the heck? What?
But yeah, despite the age requirement laws being temporary overall, like... But yeah, like I mentioned, I go with the flow of the light of God of my Jesus Christ, divine light, in terms of being obedient for some of the, you know, the temporary laws, especially the age requirement laws as well. Despite the age requirement laws being temporarily, you know, just overall, like, especially within this decade. Oh, I gotta have like a lobby. But overall, he's mentally mature overall, despite him, you know, temporarily, physically, a.k.a. within his mortal body. But yeah, it's unfortunately to temporarily, physically be an adolescent slash adult within the mortal body, or just adolescent overall within the mortal body. It's unfortunate, which is temporarily as well, because only within the mortal body. Like, only within the mortal body. But it's unfortunate as well, because we have to be there. But overall, like, he's mentally mature overall, despite him temporarily, physically, you know, being 8K within his mortal body. And yeah, it's temporarily, so that's unfortunate, but overall it's all good. You know, it's physically, like, he's, like, physical body overall, and, you know, within that mortal body, as according to certain biblical theories. You know what I mean? But anyway, overall, but yeah, I'm looking forward to the live event, you know, and officially level 100. Thank you, Lord God of my Jesus Christ. I mean, I gotta be grateful for, regardless of the level I'm currently on. But yeah, but after the live, I'm gonna join my homie call, because apparently they're like wanting me to join, but I'm like, hey, I'm currently in a call with my homies. Or I can join the call. I mean, it wouldn't necessarily matter while I'm in the live event. Like,
Not really, but why? I'm just getting into them and just trying to find out who else plays. Maybe, I feel like, Juan might be. I don't know if he... Wait, I'm still confused. So the live event starts at 2:30 or like 11:30? I mean, technically the Eastern. 2:30 Eastern, so that would be 3 hours ahead of us. Yeah, no, yeah, 3. So pretty much starts at 11:30, right? But why hasn't events? Yeah, I do not work at Epic. I cannot tell you that. I don't know. With you can work at Epic. Yeah, look, you don't want to work at Epic because their games. Yeah, like all the reviews and stuff.
yo, Webs, you say you wish you could work at Epic Games? I mean, actually, I mean, I wanna be part of it someday in life. Like you wanna work at the Sony headquarters? You wanna work at the Sony like headquarters creating like PlayStation, or? Yeah, I just started it. I could. Well, let me see if my dialogue is like, this thing is up. I could hear it quite a bit. Whoa, what? What do you think that's your prediction on it? Loki looking like their own cartoon. We can defeat it as well. She did not still grab guns. Oh, Hydra left the call. Oh, damn. Like our own boss fight, apparently, like a long ass one. We can't. Yeah. Seems like Hydra's health is very low. Oh, damn. Yeah, it's quite an interesting live event, real shit. Yeah. I mean, okay, I'm gonna add my opinion within it, so I feel like it's very interesting because, like... Can y'all hear me, chat? Obviously. Anyway, so yeah, I feel like this is a great live event, like, overall. Like, I feel like they're bringing a bit back of the storyline event, but not really as much of the storyline event. And I'm pretty sure that, one of the tentacles is like a kraken, seems like. What up, chat? What's that? Oh, damn. Seems like a squid or some type of kraken. It seems like you have the cube force. Imagine the cube queen is back. I'm Superman. There's another Superman. Yes. Hell yeah. Or back into the game. You want to continue the match or? Now my game is lagging.
Hello?
Yo, it was good.
I got kicked out, but dude, that last ban was interesting.
Yeah, yeah. Not bad.
Interesting and then like it's alright.
Yo. Oh, now I'm knocking players. Wow, I got knocked. Pretty sure it is.
Instagram people, more specifically Fortnite, your live event sucks. You can't, you literally made it to where, for some reason, some of us could get shot and killed, some of us couldn't. Some of us weren't able to do any damage with our guns, and it was lagging the whole time. This is like, how many times has this happened yet, guys? I need you guys to do a little bit better than you guys been doing.
Yeah. I have no idea. Epic needs to fix a lot of stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Like, bruh, like, I don't understand. Like, we're able to shoot each other.
And like, did you look all
And actually, no, the live event isn't as great. I would agree a bit. And obviously, you just keep private what is supposed to be mentioned about Epic Games, but if they want to mention, if they want me to mention that part, or, like if they want to mention that part, then you know, might as well. But
I'm quite confused. Like, if Epic Games just like making it more difficult, so like, and yeah, like where we can shoot and cannot shoot.
exactly. But since the live event's over, I'm actually gonna catch you all later because I'm gonna do something for quite a bit.
Okay, then let's make a separate party then.
Yeah, I got you.
All right, catch you later.
I see you, Mike.
All right, see you, Webs.
Hi.
Quite interesting. Let me put my volume up. Can you all hear me, chat? Can you all hear me, chat? That was quite delayed. But anyway, I'm gonna end right here. If you want to see more of me playing Fortnite, be sure to leave a comment down below. Otherwise, I'm gonna end right here. Take it easy, chat. Man, the static king of a mic. But anyway, live actually wasn't not that bad necessarily. Actually wasn't necessarily aligning much with the storyline, just quite a bit. But anyway, I'm gonna end right here. Take it easy, chat, man. Epic Games gotta like. Really, I'm gonna be CEO. I'm gonna be CEO. Wibs. He mentioned he wants to be part of Epic Games. He meant well, he actually doesn't. But he mentioned he wants to be part of Sony, like creating PlayStation or something. Brother, I'll be creating PlayStation. No offense. If you have what it takes overall, might as well. But anyway, like I mentioned, I'm gonna end right here. If you want to see more of me playing Fortnite, be sure to leave a comment down below. Otherwise, I'm gonna end right here. Take it easy, chat.